It is so good to be back. I love doing stand-up comedy. It can be a little bit dangerous. People love to give you social media feedback. Love that. Always from some bloke called Damien being like, oh, Joel Creasey is gay, but he doesn't have to keep shoving it down our throats. I'm like, oh. It's kind of how it works, Damien. I could do it another way, but that's going to hurt way more. It can also be physically quite dangerous as well. I love touring regionally. I was doing a show in a mining town, and I always find it funny when I get homophobic abuse in a mining town. I'm like, we're both into drilling big holes. We share similar passions, and I had someone yell out a car window at me, "Woolly woofda!" I was like, old school. I kind of like her. Like, creative. I feel like I'm in Downton Abbey. But I was doing a gig with a bunch of other comics in a small town, and I was the MC of the show, and we got backstage, and it was one of those towns where you'd ask someone, you know, like, oh, what's the best thing to do here? And they'd be like, fucking leave. And we got backstage, and there was a couch backstage with like a doona and a pillow that Terry, the stage manager, quickly hid. And then I went over to the sink, and Terry's socks were sort of like marinating in there, and some noodles were boiling in the kettle. And I was like, oh my God, we're in Terry's bedroom. Anyway, we went out to do sound check, and Terry was really into like putting like dry ice and fog on stage, or he was hitting the meth pipe hard. I don't know. I don't judge. I'm not a judgmental person. And one of the other comics, because normally, like this stage, there's a bit of fluorescent gaffer tape along the front of the stage to show you where the front of the stage is so you don't fall off. And Terry was really hitting the smoke hard. So one of the other comics said, Terry, that's really dangerous, because they didn't have the gaffer tape. And Terry goes, oh, safe is just a word made up by millennials. Which I'm not even a millennial, and I love millennial bashing, but I don't think so, Terry. And so I said to the other comics on the bill, trying to pump them up because I was the host, I was like, come on, let's just go out there and give them a night they'll never forget. We will go out there and we will just give them a night that they will never, ever forget. And being comics, they all went, And anyway, so I go out, big theatre in this town, I go out onto stage, Terry's hitting the smoke even harder because he's gotten into a fight with one of the other comics. So, and I love being part of a fight, but like, you know, like the third person, like just adding fuel to the fire, being like, oh, you can both have me. And anyway, I walk out and I sort of appear out of the smoke. No one said anything yet, and they just sort of see this like Ellen DeGeneres lookalike appear out of the smoke, and I'm like, hello, good evening, and fall straight off the stage into the front row, bang, into the front row of the theatre. And then Terry comes running out and goes, no one move him, he could have nerve damage. I'm like, oh, now you're following protocol, Terry. And then someone else in the crowd yelled out, no, don't move him, don't move him. So then I had to lie down there for 20 minutes while the one ambulance in this town came to check on me. And also, I'd fallen on this like 80-year-old woman. And she was lovely. Her name was Norma. And we got to know each other quite well. And she started stroking my head and saying, it's fine, love, it's fine. And then she breastfed me, which was fantastic because I had not eaten that day. Did the gig go well? That is beside the point. But did I give them a night that they will never fucking forget? Yes, I did! Thank you, Melbourne. My name is Joel Creasey. Good night.